Do we think the world is ending in 2024? Do we? Or do we don't? Do we not? Do we not? Sound off in the comments if you think the world is ending in 2024. Please sign off with how the world is ending in your head, if it is. If you don't think that it will end in 2024, then you don't have to. Or obviously you don't have to anyways, but it will be. I mean, different people have different theories, right? So if the Earth is going to be engulfed in flames, or shattered to bits by like a meteorite, or is it going to be like swallowed whole by some kind of space Godzilla? Like, just sound off with what you think is going to happen to our planet, and if we're going to have to get a new one, which it has been. I think it's Elon's mission, and after what I've seen, the development of X and all these other fun little adventures. I think it's safe to say that the world is safe in his hands, right? Like, I'm not at all worried about turning the planet that we live on, which we depend on, in his hands, right? So there could be something. That could be something pretty fun. But anyways, welcome to the I think it's the some kind of a 30s, in the 30s, maybe 37, episode 37 of the Clippers podcast with your host, McSteve. Is going to be my nickname for this episode. Yeah, I just want to start it off by wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and, Happy Easter while we're at it, and Happy New Year, of course. Happy 2024. Since it's a new year now, I didn't do another episode last year because I thought that it would be better to just sum everything up in one big episode. Not that it's going to be longer than usual, but it's easy for me to have something to talk about if I push things forward a little bit. And I also was on vacation and stuff, so didn't want to do anything with this. So yeah, I'm starting 2024's first episode off by saying like 250 times, so you don't have to yell at me. I am well aware of my mistakes, so no more. Obviously, no more of it. We're putting an end to it right here. So, 2020. No, I was gonna go after Christmas. So Christmas was Christmas, standard, a little bit of family time for me and the fam. So just spend it with the closest ones. Nothing major, nothing huge. So that was kind of relaxing, obviously, and yeah, I mean, not that much to go over. We had a good time. It was we actually had a white Christmas. As we don't usually get much of. I don't think in the last few years, at least. It feels like that way, anyways. But maybe it has been. But it was this year, so that was kind of cool. I thought it was kind of cool. It was amazing, in other words, and it adds like a different feeling to it. I think. I think it maximizes the potential for Christmas, and yeah, I mean, got some presents, watched some telly. ate a lot of food. A lot of things were consumed that day, and didn't put that much into the gifts, but I think it's the thought that counts, and don't want to go into that much detail on it, to be honest. Just wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas, not in advance, the opposite of advanced. So yeah, and the other thing, the obvious thing that I want to go over is the 2024, the new year, and that was even more chill. Just me and the closest family again. The family members. We keep the gang members and the family members separate. Not that I have any gang members, but we still keep them separate. And the New Year's resolutions, I guess, is something that could be fun to go over. I don't think I have many, but debating what you could do. You could be paranoid about the world ending and ending in flames. So you could have a lot on your list if that is what you're thinking. If you think the world is going to end, I'm guessing everything is going to be on your goals for the year or resolutions or whatever. I don't actually know the exact translation for resolutions in my own language, so it's kind of hard to say if it's equivalent to goals or if it's completely a different word with a different meaning. I don't actually know because I'm not that good with the English language or the dictionary. I'm not a walking dictionary now. Even though someone might have thought I was. I might identify as a dictionary this year, just for the fun of it. But let's not get people mad, shall we? So, but if you don't think the world is ending, I'm guessing your resolutions will be kind of basic, right? Mine are pretty basic, I would say. Just leveling up, I'm gonna. that's such a cringe fucking thing, to say. As a fucking New Year's resolution, saying that I'm gonna level up. What on earth is it? I don't know. I have no idea. So, whatever happens, innit? So that's pretty cool. And probably gonna get a hench in the gym. Push numbers in there. That's gonna be one thing. And just gonna lift my arms off. Just pull. Try and grab a weight and just rip my arms off. Doing that in the gym feels quite cool until you lose your arms and lose your limbs. Then you don't want to be in the gym anymore, I reckon, or ever want to set your foot in there. But until then, I'm probably going to be in there, pay for my membership today, and have 6 months or 8 months, I think, left on the actual card, the gym card that I check in with. So that's pretty cool. We got that. Obviously going to keep on doing what I'm doing with in life. Keep on going like a snail. In its tracks, maybe. I don't want to assume the snail's gender because that might also get people mad. So I don't want to identify as a dictionary, and I don't want to assume snails' genders. Those are 2 resolutions for the year, to not get people straight up mad. And I guess, just gonna keep on learning some new languages. I started learning Finnish a little bit last year, kippis, and terve, and can count from 1 to 20. So I mean, you go ahead and do it if you think you're better than me, which you might be. You most likely are. Just gonna keep that going, just keep that going for me. And instruments, I'm just gonna keep on playing the guitar as I have been doing for years. Just keep it going. Probably going to just keep on moving and exercising and stuff. Not that this is very interesting to listen to, maybe, but I'm gonna keep my plants alive. I'm gonna keep making my home more comfortable, more homey, for the homies. Just wanted to keep that rhyme going. Sorry if it sounded absolutely diabolical, cringy. The levels are diabolical of cringe. Diabolical cringe. Maybe that's the name of the episode right there. I'm actually gonna write that down so I don't flip and forget it. And I bumped the mic. Soz. And what other things have been going on? Obviously, I'm gonna try to make a little bit more connections this year, I think. Just gonna be out of my comfort zone. I saw, who did I see? I think Jeff Whittick. For those of you who don't know about the man, you should know. But he's a content creator, I guess, of Jeff FM, Jeff's Barbershop, and whatnot. And I think it was on either his recap video or the latest Jeff FM episode. I don't remember which one. I know that he spoke about it, at least, was that you should remain uncomfortable, and that's where he thrives, which might sound a little bit like David Goggins or Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V esque. But I think it's something about it that speaks volumes, and I think there's some kind of truth in it, that you should. Otherwise, you won't evolve if you're just stuck in the. If you're just comfortable all the time. So that's one of my New Year's resolutions, I think, to not always be comfortable, and try to put myself in situations that might be new or somewhat uncomfortable, I guess. But that's gonna be a set goal for the year 2024. We're flying through this episode. We're not really, because it's quite humble and quite boring and a little bit slow. But you gotta have those days too. I didn't prep much in terms of, like, the only things I had written down were the Christmas and the New Year's resolutions. So that's the only topics that I had. Obviously watched some sports. I'm watching the junior championship in hockey at the moment. I find that pretty interesting since it's going well for my team. We're doing great. We're off to a great start, and just hope we can keep that going, since it's actually at home that we're playing. So not in my city, but yeah, I'm not going to reveal my city in here, but if you follow that tournament or whatever, you can quite easily figure out where this is taking place. Other things, other sport things, obviously I've been watching some NHL, obviously been watching some MMA. I don't think I spoke about this last time, but I don't actually remember if I did, because it was a while ago now that I think about it. But the Volkanovski Makachev card and the possibly knockout of the year, that was insane. Watched the boxing card, like the huge heavyweight card, which was the Day of Reckoning, with Anthony Joshua and Parker and Wilder and Joshua Wallin, and Parker, Wilder, Dubois, Miller, and all those fights. They were really entertaining. A lot of knockouts, a lot of fun. Same with the UFC card. I thought that was amazing too. The Volkanovski card, it was great. No swing and a miss, just swing and hits. And that's what I thought it was. And loads of other sports when it comes to skiing and like winter sports. Obviously handball as well. I don't know if it's called that in English now that I think about it, but we're running with the direct translations over here, so I'm just gonna do me, and yeah, I think that's been all that I've been excited about. I've been following loads of recap videos, loads of like the music lists and the movie lists and whatever lists that everyone produces at the end of the year. So, the Spotify Wrapped, the hysteria behind that, the Twitch recap, whatever. Like, been following a lot of that, but that's nothing worth diving into, I think. I was surprised actually a little bit by the Spotify Wrapped for me. Didn't think I listened to Rage music that much this year, but obviously I did, because it was a lot of Rage songs on my top tracks. I would say, like a lot of Yeats, Travis Scott, Fiend, and a lot of those type of things. I guess it's easy to listen to when you're in the gym and stuff. So not my proudest moment, was a little bit disappointed. So this year I'm gonna manipulate my numbers and have the Spotify just running in playlists with songs that I actually am proud of listening to, instead of Rage music, because I don't wanna seem like I'm sipping lean and doing weed. That sounded so dorky, but that's the way we're gonna end this episode, I think, by being a dork. I love being a dork, and I'm just gonna sound off in the comments on this one, and I'm just gonna say that I'm, as usual, I'm wishing you a great week, a great year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And clip this or don't clip this, like this, subscribe, whatever you have to do. Keep the bell ringing, keep the thanging, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.